Okay, even Raj is saying yes. No questions? See why I'm checking this? Why I'm checking? Because I need the serious learner only. I need the serious learner. Those are not serious. Already I told you this. If you are not serious about your life, if you are not serious about your dreams, okay, if you are not serious about your learning, so Niteen sir session is not for you. Okay, my sessions are not for you. So those are very serious about their lives, those are very serious about their dreams. They want to do something different than the others doing. Okay, they want to get placed into the multinational companies. They want to improve their skills. Those wants to learn more, those want to upgrade more, those want to learn the different technologies. Okay, those want to learn in a deep. Okay, not only the thoroughly. Okay, those are interested to learn, okay, the practically, that what is, okay, being used in the corporate. Those want to learn from the mentor like me, who is already working in the multinational companies, who worked for the multinational companies. Okay, and he is available for you, and even without paying a single money. Okay, so I want the learners who are very serious. Okay, because I already told you this is my very, very important time, and I am investing on you. I am saying this is my investment basically, because you know that I do have the vision to train the 5,000 student in 2025. Okay, and that is the reason, actually I decided to reach to you guys, okay, with a free master class. Okay, so please be here, please be here. Okay, with intention to improve yourself daily. Okay, daily you must be, already I'm telling that, even every day I'm telling you, you must be the new version of yourself. Okay, and how you are going to become the new version of yourself? Just adding the new things, adding the new technology, adding the new concept in your skill set basically. And that skill set will help you to achieve your dreams. Okay, that skill set will help you to get succeed in your life. Okay, and hence thank you so much. Okay, those are very serious. Okay, for this Java master class here. Okay, and definitely all your dreams are going to complete, all your dreams are going to filled, all your life uh, dreams getting succeed. Okay, you will be a successful person definitely, if you are the serious one, because I already told you what is key to success. What is key to success? Two slogan I do have. Okay, these are mine only. First one is, what is key to success? Ability to learn and upgrade yourself. Ability to learn and upgrade yourself. And second, already icons have the slogan, icons is a way to complete your dreams. And that is the vision, that is the passion actually I do have. Okay, that is the junun basically. Okay, I do have to help you guys. Okay, and thank you so much for joining me daily here, okay, on time. Okay, because you are only the, basically the spirit of mine. Okay, you are, because of you only. Okay, what I am here. Okay, otherwise if you are not here, okay, student are not in my life, then I will be a nothing. Okay, I will be a nothing. Okay, so in another word I can say, students are my oxygen, and you guys are here. So thank you so much, thank you so much here. Okay, joining. So now we are going for the today's session. As you guys don't have any doubt, you don't have any questions, so I'm just quickly going to share you the screen. I think few more have joined here. Okay, so I will take the attendance again, so that, okay, no one will miss. uh yes, so here is the, I am taking the photo. Okay, is there anyone below to the This, yes, we do have the three. Sakshi is here. Welcome, Sakshi. I don't know what is happening to you. Yes, Sakshi, is it your problem solved? Okay, it is okay. It is okay. Uh, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm just going to share my screen so that we can move towards the today's topic here. Mm, e- I don't know whether I have saved it or not. Okay, yesterday we have not taken this one. So these are the notes we do have. Okay. And here is the things. Okay, super. I'm just making this one plus and today's topic. Okay, I'm just very first and the basic chiller one topic I'm going to discuss here, but which is very important. That is available. That is available. Okay, in every project basically. So if you are working on the project, definitely it will be there. So I'm going to talk about the packages. Yes. Can anybody told me? Can anybody tell me what do you know about the package? Yes. Anybody tell me what do you know about package? I want to hear from you. What is your understanding? Yes, I can see the messages here. Okay, Siddesh is showing folder. Swati Singh packages have the predefined classes. Okay, super. Anybody else? Raj is saying group of class. Okay, Raj is saying group of class. Anybody else? Yes, package is a set of modules. Okay, okay. RD Rohit, always put your full name whenever you are joining so that I can understand you are here. Okay, yes. Priyanka is saying collection of class and interfaces. Package is collection of classes and interfaces. Okay, okay, okay. Super. Anybody else? Anybody else who want to add? Yes, anybody else want to add? Okay, okay, okay. Reusability of a code, Kashmirizing. Yes, reusability of a code, Sneha package is a collection of classes. Okay, okay, super. So everyone, I think, have. Oh, where is my? I have closed my Eclipse. I don't know. I'm reopening this one so that I can talk about the packages. Okay, super, super, super. Your answer. Thank you so much for your responses. Sneha packages collection of classes, reusability saying Kashmira, and a collection of class and interface said by Priyanka. Okay, package is a set of module said by Rohit. Then we have the group of classes said by the Raj. Okay, and the Swati Singh package just have the predefined classes and Siddesh is saying folder. Okay, thank you so much. Though have responded. Okay, others to always whatever you have in your mind, always try to re-express because if you want to get the placement, if you want to get place in a corporate world, you must be able to express. If you are not able to express yourself, if you are not able to express your thoughts, okay, then it is very, very difficult to get place into the organization. Because see, if you have to go for the organization, if you are going for the, if you want to enter into the organization, okay, with the aptitude, other things, but there is very special kind of thing getting happen, and that is what the personal interview. And in a personal interview, okay, there are the different type of the personal questions the guys are asking you, okay, interviewer is going to ask you. And in the technical interviews, okay, you they will ask you the technical aspect and you have to answer. Okay, some interviews you have to show all the things practically. So what, how, okay, they will give you a problem statement, they can give you a scenario, and through that one you have to implement. So if you are not able to express, if you are not able to speak, okay, you have to learn. Okay, you have to learn, and Niteen sir is giving you a platform, so always utilize that. Always try to utilize the platform, okay, to, okay, to improve yourself, okay, to learn the things. Okay, so thank you so much, thank you so much, okay, thank you so much for your, okay, we can say, answers. See, in a very simple word I can say about the packages, in a simple word. Okay, so package is nothing but, okay, what is a package? Okay, when you are in the college, okay, or when you are learning something from where, okay, you will get confused about the packages or something, it is very hard like that one. But I can say about the package is nothing but package is nothing but a directory structure. Directory, directory structure. Package is nothing but the directory structure. Directory is nothing but the folder. So you can say it is the folder structure. See what I'm saying? Package is a, or it is a directory structure, or we can say, or we can say, or we can say it is a folder structure. It is a folder structure used, used, used to store, used to store classes and interfaces. What is package? Package is nothing but the directory structure. Package is nothing but the folder structure. Package is nothing but the folder structure which is used to store the classes and the interfaces. Interface is like the class only, that we are going to see as we go ahead. Okay, but here you have to understand that directory, this folder structure used to store the classes and the interfaces. Okay, classes and the interfaces. So basically yesterday in the Eclipse we have created this one. Okay, that free demo free Java masterclass. Demo free Java masterclass. I just close this. Okay, we have this one. And in that, okay, I have written a com.icons. Hope everyone is able to see this. Com.icons. So that com.icons is a package. Com.icons is a package. So in a com.icons, I have added the employee.java and first program.java. Com.icons, okay, in that one I have added employee.java and first program.java. So these are the two classes. These are the two classes I have stored inside the package. Okay, not only the classes and interfaces, if you want to have some other, okay, other things even, that you can put inside the packages, but these are the two very important things, classes and interfaces, you are going to store inside that directory structure, that folder structure, and that is nothing but the package. So in my case I just given the com.icons. I just given the com.icons, and in that one I have written the employee.java and the first program.java. First program.java. So this is how we are going to store this. Then here there might be chance that then why it is used? Why it is used? Why packages are used? Okay, or before why packages are used, I can just want to say you, okay, here how packages are used. So if you go on the top of these, okay, if I want to add this class into the package, if I want to add this employee class into the package, on the top of that I can write a package com.icons. What I'm writing? A com.icons. So if I am writing a com.icons, com.icons. That means what? This employee class is present into this package com.icons. Okay, exactly same on the first program. Okay, if you go there on the top, you can observe there is a keyword package space com.icons. So com.icons is the package. Com.icons is a package. So by using a packages, you are going to store related classes and interfaces. So one package can store one package. Okay, one package can store related classes. We can say related classes. Okay, so for example, if you are in the project environment, if it is the web project environment, assume, okay, those are very freshers, no worry. Okay, but in a real world project, we have the client. Okay, that client is going to send the request, that will goes to the controller. From the controller, it will goes to the service. It will goes to the service. Okay, from the service, okay, it will goes to the repository. And from the repository, it will always go to the database. So if you have to write the project, you have to write the entire project, you have to create the separate project for the college, or if you are working in the corporate, okay, there you have to create the software, okay, for your company. In that case, and that is the web application, then it is always the layer, like we have the client can be a browser or any other application that is going to send the request. That request will comes to the controller. From the controller, it will goes to the service. From the service, it will goes to the repository, and from the repository, it will the data which will goes to the databases basically. So if you are following this architecture, then you have the many controller classes. How many controller classes? There can be many controller classes, like a employee controller can be there. Okay, login controller can be there. Teacher controller can be there. Like that one, there can be a many controller. Exactly same. We can have the login service. We can have the employee service. Okay, like that one, we can have the many services, service related classes and interfaces. Exactly same. There can be employee repository. There can be login repository. Like that one, there can be a many repository classes and interfaces. There can be many classes, many repository related classes and interfaces, many service related classes and interfaces, many controller related classes and interfaces. So if you have like that one, then what you have to do, you have to create the specific package. That means what? If I'm writing com.icons, this is my package. Okay, in that one, I am going to create a controller package. What I'm going to write? A controller. And in that controller package, I am going to write an employee controller class. Exactly same. In that one, I am going to write a login controller class. Okay, exactly same. If I do have any other thing, okay, then that I am going to put. So many things related to the controller. Okay, that I'm going to put inside the com.icons.controller. So what is the package name? com.icons.controller. So all the controller related classes, I am going to put into the com.icons.controller package. Okay, exactly same. If I do have, okay, service, then what I'm going to write? A com dot, okay, icons dot, I am going to write the service. Okay, this is my package name. Now in this package name, what I'm going to put? So I am going to write all service related packages. Sorry, service related classes. So for example, assume employee service is there. Employee. Okay, I do have the service is there. Exactly same. I can have the login service is there. Okay, like that one, whatever the functionalities I do have, okay, related to that one, I can have the packages. See, if you are in the college, nobody is going to talk like this one. Nobody will discuss like this one. Okay, nobody will talk like this one. You will not understand like what exactly this one then. But here actually I am showing you everything which is get used into the corporate. And that will help you to get a place. That will help you to clear the interviews. And no doubt, if you are the student, same will help you to clear your exams too. So no worries. Okay, so this is the package I have created. Exactly same. I can write a com dot icons dot, okay, and there I do have the package related to the repository. Okay, so in that one I can have the employee repository. Okay, exactly same. I can have the login repository. Okay, like this one. So, and then finally I can just write a etc. There can be a many. There can be a many. So this is how the packages structure will be look like. This is how the packages structure will be look like. So if I am creating a package, if I am creating a package, that simply means that that package contains that package contains related classes. So controller related classes will be put into the controller package. Service related classes will be put into the service classes. Okay, repository related classes I'm going to put into the repository, okay, package. If utility related classes I'm going to put into the utility. Numbers related package I'm going to put into the numbers. Okay, then if I do have the dates related packages, then I'm going to put a date related classes I'm going to put into the date. Like okay, whatever the category of your classes and the interfaces, you have to create a proper package. You have to give the proper name to that package, and you have to store your classes and the interfaces in that one. So now you don't need to worry what exactly controller is doing, what exactly service is doing, what exactly repository is doing. No worries, you don't have to worry about that. Here you just have to understand, if I am creating the controller package, in that I am going to store the controller classes. If I do have the service package, I am going to store the service related classes. And if I do have the repository package, I am going to store the repository related classes and the interfaces. Okay, so if you have to go there, if you have to create that, it is very chiller. If you have to create this one, it is very chiller. How? So I can just go here, you can see now I just com.icons is there, and in that one I can just right click over here. You can go here new, and you can write the class. If you are going to create the class, here you can see the package name, and now I am going to create the controller class, so I can write the controller. So what is the package name? Controller. And in that one, I'm going to create the employee controller. Employee controller. Employee controller. Okay, I'm not going to write the main. So my class is there. And then controller logic. Controller logic I can have inside this one. Controller logic I can have inside this one. Okay, I'm not interested to write the code right now, but just showing you the project structure basically here. So com.icons.controller. Com.icons.controller, it is the package, and in that one I do have the employee controller. Like that one, if I have to create another one class in that one, so I can just write a class. Package name is already there. I can write a login controller. Login controller. Okay, and then this class is there inside this one. Okay, there we are going to put the logic related to the login basically. Exactly same. I can just create another one class. Okay, and I just want to give the name as a employee service. Employee, I do have write the service. Okay, and in that one package name I want to change, so you can just simply change from here. You can write the service, and now your employee service class will be get added into the package. Now here there is no package, but it will create that package. If it is already there, it will add that one. So you can see separate package is there, and in that one you have the employee service. Exactly same. I'm going to create another one class. There is already packages there, so I'm just going to write a login service. Login service. Okay, like that one. I can just save this one. Exactly same. Repository related, if you want to create a, I'm just going to write a class. Okay, I will remove the service and will give the name as a repo. Okay, like this one. If you want to give the bigger one, you can give. So I'm just writing employee repository. Employee repository. I can create this one. Exactly same. If I'm writing like new class, and then there I want to write a login repository. Login repository. Okay, like this package is the same. And if you are creating like okay, so such a classes we are going to write. Now, okay, here I do have only 3 packages. Okay, I do have the 3 packages only. but in a real world, there can be a multiple packages. There can be a multiple package. Okay, and in that package, what is there inside the package? I do have the employee service and login service. It is there into the service package. I'm not calling com.icons service. I'm calling it as a service because com.icons is a base for all. It is there into the repository as well as controller. So I'm calling it as a service package. I'm calling it as a repository package. I'm calling it as a controller package. So controller related classes all are present into the controller. Repository related classes are present into the repository, and service related classes are present into the service package. So this is how you are going to create the package. You are going to create a package. So no need to do anything. Just create a classes, and on the top of that, you have to write a package name. Okay, or you can manually, you can go and create a package, that package name you can write, and that okay particular class will be get added into that particular package. So this is basically how you guys can create a package. This is basically how you guys can create a package. Then here you need to understand. What is the advantage of creating the package. What is the advantage of creating the package? Can anybody tell me what do you understand here with the help of this? Yes. Yes. What do we understand through this? Anybody? Anybody? Yes. Okay. Okay. See here, through the package, with the help of the package, I have created a group of classes and interfaces. I have created a group of classes and interfaces. That means what? Controller related classes and interface I grouped and I put it into the controller package. Service related classes and interfaces I grouped and I can put into the service package. And repository related classes and interfaces I put there. There can be multiple exception related classes. Okay, utility related classes. So that becomes the part of that particular package only. And hence we are going to store that. So through that one, what is going to happen? What is going to happen? So your project is more readable. Okay, and it is more modular. Basically it is more modular. Why modular? That means what? Assume you have to search the controller related classes, so you will directly go into this package and will search there. Okay, if you have the service related, assume here I do have added only two classes, but assume in the single package I do have the 50 classes. Okay, I do have the three packages. Okay, so 3 into 50. Okay, that means what? 150 classes are there. And if I don't use a package for separation of these classes, okay, then, and in that case, if you have to search any class, it is very difficult to search that particular class. It is very difficult to search that particular class. But by using a package, yes, which one class you want to search? Okay, service related. You can directly go here into the service and there you can find out your class or the interface. If you have to search your controller related class, you can just go here into the controller and there you can find out your particular class. So because of this modular programming, because of this one, okay, anybody can easily find out the classes and interfaces, and that is the use of grouping. That is a use of a grouping exactly. Okay, then there is another one use. What is another use? Okay, it is used to avoid the naming conflict between a classes and interfaces. It is used to avoid the naming conflict. Naming conflict means what? Assume, okay, I do want to create an employee class. I want to create a employee class. Another employee class. Here I do have the employee class. You can see I do have the employee class. In that one, employee ID, employee name, salary is there, it displays there, and we do have the public static void main method is there. Okay, now I want to create an employee class. Can you create inside the com.icons there? So you cannot one folder, because it is the general rule of a computer. One folder can have the one file with the same name. And we have the employee.java. So can you create another file with the same name? So you cannot. You cannot create another file with that one. But anyways, I want another class, another employee class. So how you are going to create a very chiller? You can create a new package. What you are going to do? You are going to create a new package. And in that package, you can add your new class. So for example, you can see, okay, com.icons, I do have the employee class. I am going to create another one class. Okay, new. I can give the package. Okay, I don't want to create the package directly. You can create the package like this one, but I'm not interested. I will create a class new. Okay, you have the class, and I want to give the employee. Okay, as I started giving employee, it is saying type already exists. It is saying, hey, employee is already there. So is it a good practice to give the name as employee 1, employee 2, employee 3, employees like that one? It is a bad style. It is very bad style. If you are working on the employee, so class name must be the employee. Class name must be the employee. But already that employee class is there into the package, and I want to create another class. I want to create another class with exactly same name, but you cannot put that one into that package. But I can create another package, and in that I can add this one. So very chiller. How I can do that? I am going to write a com.icons dot. I am going to write a model. I am going to write a model. These classes, okay, these classes are called as model classes, or sometimes called as a Pojo classes, or sometimes called as a bean classes. Okay, so I'm just giving the name as a model. It is the package name, and my class name is a employee only. So I'm just going to write like that. Okay, this is my employee class, you can see. And now in that employee class, I'm not going to write the main method. I'm going to write a private. Okay, I'm not going to write the private, even integer employee ID. Okay, then I'm going to write a string employee name name n must be capital. Okay, and then finally I'm going to write a double, and we do have the salary. So integer employee ID, string employee name, and a double salary. Integer employee ID, string employee name, and a double salary. This is what the class, okay, I have created. Okay, in that one, I am going to write only method public void display. I am going to write a method, okay, with a empty bracket, and there I can just write here, I can write a sysout, okay, and there will be a, okay, this one, I'm going to write in that, yes, it's a display. It's a display like this one. So I have written an employee class, but there is no main method. So it is not a good practice to put a main method in all the classes. But because we were in the very basic programming, that is the reason I have added the main method there. But it is not a good practice. It is not a good practice to use. It is not a good practice to use a main method in every classes. Okay, so I have created only data members, 3 data members, and 1 method public display, and this class is done. Now you can observe in a com.icons package, I do have the employee class, and in a com.icons model, I do have the employee class, and it is possible. It is possible, but within a single folder, within a single package, you cannot have the classes with exactly same name. Okay, so this is actually, okay, we need to understand that this actually we need to understand whenever we are working with this. Now I want to create another class, and that is what, which is going to invoke this. Okay, this employee ID, employee name, salary, and display. Okay, so I am going to write this one. Okay, I'm going to write the new class. Okay, there is I'm going to class test, and we'll give the name as a test employee. I'm giving the name as a test employee. For that, I'm going to write a separate package. We call it as the test. I'm going to create a package name as a test. What is the test? all the test related classes, all the test related classes, I am going to put into the package com.icons.test. And what is a test related class? It is the class having the main method. Now I have written the employee, new employee without a main. But if you have to execute that one, how you are going to execute? There is a problem. You know that, okay, without a main you cannot run. But even I don't want to add the main in every class. So I am going to create a new class. I am going to create a new class, and that will be a test class. That will be a test class. Okay, and I'm giving the name as if I'm writing the employee, test employee. I'm writing a test employee, so that will be a new class. If I'm writing calculator, I can test it by using a test calculator. Like that one, I'm going to write here. So you can see, and there I'm going to add the main method, public static void main. Okay, this one. So new package, in that one test employee, and in that one main method is there. You can observe. You can observe here. Okay, exactly same main class we employee class have, and in employee we have written this employee ID, employee name, salary. This is a part of com.icons, and in that class only I have written the main method. And there, if I am trying to write employee emp1 is equal to new employee, okay, emp1 dot display, it was invoking display method. Okay, if I am trying to write emp1 dot employee ID is equal to 101, emp1 dot employee name is equal to Ram, emp1 dot salary is equal to 60, and if I try to invoke that, it was able to execute that. It was able to execute that. Okay, there is no problem. But now I am just going to copy this code which is there into the main. Okay, this employee, and I am just going to put inside the test employee. See, I have written employee emp1 is equal to new employee. What is this one? Here I am going to create the object of employee class. Here I am going to create object of employee class. Same thing I'm going to achieve through this one with the help of the packages. Packages are very good to write, but as soon as written the separate package as a test, and in that one I have added the test employee. Now in that one, okay, what happened? I have created a package name as a test. Okay, yes. So I have created the package as a tester, and through that one I'm just going to write com.package, and in that one I have written employee emp1 is equal to new employee. Now problem is what? I do have the two employee class. One is present in an icons package, and another one is present inside the model package. So which one class you want to use? Okay, so which one class you want to use? So to decide that one, okay, you have to import the package. So that means what? Because see, name of exactly same class. Abhi, by observing the line number 8, you will not able to identify which one class object you are going to create. Either it is the icons employee, or it is the model employee. You can see here. So how you are going to distinguish? So here on the top, you can write an import statement. And in that import statement, I am writing a package name, that is a com.icons.employee. What is this employee? Employee is the class. So through this one, I am telling here to the compiler that, hey compiler, this employee class which I am using in my this program, okay, that is from com.icons.employee. That is I am telling. But if you want to use employee class from model, you can tell them com.icons.model. If I am writing like this one, import com.icons.model.employee, that means what? Now the employee class which I am using here, that belongs to com.icons.model package. So whenever you are using a package, there are the two steps. First one step is what? You have to create the package. To create the package, you have to write this one statement. Okay, so to create a package, to create a package, to create a package, to create a package, you are going to write this one statement, package com.icons.test. And if you have to use class or interface present in that package, you have to import it. So to use that class in another package, that means what, the folder. Okay, I have to import that. So here you need to understand, okay, I do have the model package, I do have the test package. Okay, so model class employee I want to use inside the test employee, or icons employee I want to use inside the test. So I have to specify the package name. So here I'm writing com.icons.model.employee. Here it is saying that, hey, compiler, I am using the employee class from model package. I'm using employee class from model package. Hope everyone is with me and able to understand. If yes, put understood message here in the chat quickly so that I can understand. You all are with me. Yes, I want to see the messages from you so that, okay, yes, understood, sir, understood, yes, understood, super. Okay, thank you so much. Those are not able to understand, they can ask me the questions. Okay, is there anyone who is not able to understand what I'm talking, sir? Is there anyone who is there, okay, don't understand? And see who is a good learner, who is the good learner, and who is the favorite student of the Niteen sir. So who is always responsive through the messages, okay, or through the chat, or he or she can speak, okay, complete the assignment, attend all the sessions on time. Okay, so these are my favorite student. And I can see you guys are putting here the messages. Okay, and one more feature is there for the favorite student. Okay, these student will always ask the questions if they don't understand. Here I am here only for you guys. I'm here only for you guys. So if you are not able to understand anything or the something, so you can raise here the hand. Okay, you have the option here to raise the hand. Okay, those who have not used it, they can check. Okay, or you can put a message here in the chat. I have put the chat box open to all. Anybody can put a messages here in the chat. Okay, or even you can unmute yourself and ask me. Yes, Niteen sir, I have a question. I'm here to help you. Okay, so always ask the question, I want to hear from you guys. Okay, so thank you so much, as maximum people have put the understood message here in the chat. If anyone having the doubt, they can ask. I can wait for you. Okay. Siddesh is asking error का आहे program मध्ये. Yes, I'm going to talk on that. Yes, I'm going to talk on that. No worries. Yeah, there are the errors, and we okay. Niteen sir, student never afraid for the errors. Niteen sir, student never afraid for errors. If you are getting any error, you can just go there. You can read the error and try to resolve. And if you are getting the error more, okay, it is good learning for you. It is a good learning for you. Yes. So Raj is saying, sir, can we say packages are like an array to store data in Java or not? No, Raj. Arrays are something different. Okay, packages, I say these are the folders. Packages are something which are the folders. In that you are going to save. I use the store, but alternatively you can use. You are going to save your all the classes and your interfaces. These are the folders where you are going to save your classes and interfaces. And array is something which is going to store the data within a memory. We'll talk about that too. We'll talk about that too. Yes. So hope all are getting what I'm talking here. So these are the folders. These are the folders. There I'm going to write. So com.icons is a folder. There I have put it employee.java and first program.java. Okay. Com.icons.model is a folder. In that one I have saved employee.java. Exactly same. Com.icons.test. It is contains the test employee.java. Like that one I have put it. I have put it. So okay. So this is how. Okay, so while using the package, while creating the class, there you can specify, okay, or a separate package you can create, and then you can add your classes. If your class is part of any package, okay, very first line must be package space com dot, that means what, package name. So com dot icons dot test, it is entire my package name. And hence what I said about the package is the directory structure. Means what? Com is a folder. In that one, icons is a folder. In that one, we have the test is a folder. And in a test, I do have this test employee class. Okay. So like this one, I just have created these packages. Like this one, I do have created these packages. Now, same code I have written inside this employee class. And there was no problem. There was no problem. Same I have copied and pasted there. And there was no problem. But for a now program, okay, I have created an employee. And in that one only I have added the data members. And okay, in a test employee, okay, I am trying to access that. That means what? If I am trying to access the members of a class which is from another package, because of that it is giving a problem. Why? Because I have declared my data member without access modifier. You can see employee ID, employee name, and a salary. For that one only it is giving error. But if you try to access the display, you can see in the test employee, for the display there is no error. You can see here to below line you can observe. Okay, I just minimize this one. Below line 2 you can observe. Here too, if you want to write a display, there is no problem. Okay, I have created only one object, so one display. So for a display there is no problem, but there is error to the employee ID, employee name, and a salary. And if you read the error, okay, you can just move the cursor on that and you can read the field employee dot employee ID is not visible. Array, this, if I move on the employee name, this field employee dot employee name is not visible. It is not visible. Means what? Okay, it is there into some other directory, and that other directory method or the property is not available to the some other class present into the another package. Okay, and because of that it is giving error. And why? Because my employee class is not a private here. Okay, it is not a public. You can see display is a public, and because of that there is no problem to access it. But here I have not specified anything. If I make it as a public, you can see I am writing it as a public int employee ID, public string employee name, public double salary. You can see public int employee ID, public string employee name, public double salary, and then I'm writing this display. And I saved this. And now you can see inside the test class, there is no problem, there is no error. There is no problem. There is no error. All the errors which I had there, okay, all went out. Because I declare members of employee class as a public. I declare members of an employee class as a public. And if, remember here, if I declare members of any class as a public, if I declare members of an employee class or any class as a public, then that member will be accessible from anywhere into the project. You can access that into the test employee, as well as login controller, as well as the first program, as well as the employee.java. You can access that into the any another package, any other class, if I am making it as a public. And that is the reason, okay, I am making my classes as a public. I am making my employee ID, employee name, and a salary as a public. And exactly same, I am making the display as a public. So what is okay here? So what is that public? Basically, with the package, we have to understand about access modifiers. And what are the access modifiers? I do have the public. Then I do have the private. Okay, and I do have the protected. And finally, I do have the default. So data member and the methods. Data member and the methods can be, data members and the methods can be public, private, protected, or a default. Public, private, protected, or a default. So if I declare any member, okay, if I declare any member as a public, that can be a data member, that can be a method, okay, or it can be a class. If I am making it as a public, it can be accessed from anywhere of your project. So your project means what? You have the project here. What is the name of a project? Demo free Java master class 1. Demo free Java master class 1. This is your project name. And in that one, we have the com.icons, com.icons.controller, com.icons.model, com.icons.repository, com.icons.services, and com.icons.test. These are the multiple packages. And in that one, there are the classes. So the member which I declare as a public, that member can be accessed from anywhere. That member is visible from anywhere. And hence, as I make the member as a public, okay, you can see these are accessible inside the test employee. These are inside the test employee. These are inside the test employee. But if I remove that, if I make this as a default one, I just make it as a default one. And as soon as I make it as a default one, okay, my test employee is giving me error. You can see. And it is saying me it is not visible. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to create another class, okay, inside the model class only. Okay, I have the separate package as a test, but for sake of showing, okay, sake of your understanding, I'm just going to create a new class. And again, I'm giving the same name as a test employee. Test employee. But remember, this class I am going to add into the model where my employee class is there. Okay, there will be a main method. Okay, and in that main method, exactly the same code which I have here. Okay, that I'm going to copy. Same code. I'm going to copy Control C. Okay, I'm writing here. I will remove this part and I'm writing Control V. Employee EMP1 is equal to this one. Employee EMP1 is equal to this one. Now, here there is no error. You need to understand here, employee class and the test employee class are present into same package. Employee class and this another test employee which I have created. Another test employee which I have created, it is belongs to the same package. And if I do have the default members, that means that without any access modifier, I have not written the public, I have not written the private, I have not written the protected. So it is the default one. So if I do have the default member, so default members are accessible within all classes present in a same package. Within all classes present in a same package. Same package means what? Employee is also present in a model and a test employee is also present into the model. And because of that, okay, because of that, if I try to access that one, okay, directly we can access, there is no problem. There is no problem. So default members will be accessible within a package, that means what, that folder. But if I make the public are little more than that. If I make the public, it can be accessed into the all the classes present into your project. That means what, if I do have the class present into the model, that can be accessed into the class which is from the controller, or which is from the service, which is from the test, or which is from the repository, or which is from the icons. It can access from anywhere because it is the publicly available, like our buses. Anybody can stand on the bus stand and have just raise the hand. Yes, bus, please stop for me. And that bus will stop because it is the public. So like that one, if I declare any member as a public, that member will be accessible into the all classes, irrespective of the package. It can be from anywhere. But if I have the member which are the default one, like this one, employee ID, employee name, and a salary. So these members will be accessed within a classes from the same package. Outsider classes cannot access your default member. So we discuss about public as well as we discuss about the default. Default means what? If I have not given public, private, protected, then it is the default one. So there is no that much a difference between a public and default. Public is available to the all entire package, entire project, and default is available to all, but from that particular folder, particular package. Okay, so that is what the restrictions we do have. Then we do have the private. I can declare my member as a private. Even though you can see employee and a test employee is there. But now I am just making employee as a private. I am giving string as a private. Okay, employee name, and I'm just making this as a private. If I am making it as a private and save, now you can see immediately this class 2 starting giving error, which is in the same package, which is in the same folder. It start giving the error. And if I move the cursor on that, you can read the message. The field employee.employee ID is not visible. The field employee.employee ID is not visible because even though test employee is into the same folder, but not able to access because employee members are private one. And you need to remember here, everyone need to remember here, if you do have the private data members, then that members will be accessed within that class only. Private data members can access, private data members will be visible, or private member, that can be a member or method. Even if I make it as a private, you can see I am just making it as a private. If I am making it as a private, you can see into this test, you can see even it is giving error to the display because private members are accessible. Within that classes. Nobody, no outsider, okay, even from the same package cannot access your private members. So here are the three very important access modifiers I discussed: public, private, and a default one. Protected, that we will discuss inside the inheritance. Don't worry. Here I'm not going to discuss this because significance of that protected is inside the inheritance. So I'm not going to talk this one. But if you don't have public, private, and protected, it is the default one, and default is accessible within a package. Public is accessible in everywhere. Private is not accessible everywhere. It can be used within a class where it is been declared. This understanding is very important, guys. This understanding is very much important. If you are able to understand this, then nothing is there into the programming. It is the chiller one. Already I told you, Java is the chiller one. Just few things you need to understand here. And if you know the Java, you can learn anything, any programming thing into the world. Nothing is there. Okay. So public, private, and the default we access. Protected we are going to see into the inheritance. But all these are called as access modifiers, or sometimes we call it as access specifiers. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. We understood. Okay, sir. We understood. Okay, that public can be accessed from anywhere. Private will be accessed within a same class. Default can be accessed into the classes present into the same package. But when I am going to declare member as a private, if it is not accessed, so remember, if you are writing a data members, you are writing the data members. If you are writing the data members like this one is like the employee class, data members are always we have to write as a private. Remember, data member should be always written as a private. Data member should be always write as a private. Because why? Because it contains the data. Because it contains the data. And all the things we are doing here, all the things we are doing here, it is for the data only. And if that data is publicly available, anybody can access, anybody can change, then how it happens? Like your password is there. Like your password is there. Nobody should access that. Nobody should access that. So I should put that one as a private. So like that one in a programming, the variables which contains your data, class variables which contains your data, that must be always declared as a private. And methods should be always declared as a public. You can write a private like display, but you should always write it as a public. So methods must be public. Methods must be public. Methods must be public. But data member should be always private. And hence, if it is the public one, so it is giving the error. It is giving the error. So you should not access like this one. You should not access like this one. Okay, you should not use like this one. So for that one, you have to write methods inside the employee class. So for that one, you can write, okay, I'm going to write here one method, public void, okay, get data. And there I'm just going to write, okay, or I'm just writing a set data. I'm giving the name as a set data. In that set data, I'm writing integer employee ID 1, comma, string employee name 1, comma, okay, double salary 1, okay. And in that one, I'm going to write employee ID is equals to employee ID 1. Okay, employee name is equals to employee name 1. And then salary is equals to salary 1. That means what? Through this one, I am getting, okay, this one. And now, if I want to display that employee ID, I can write a system.out.println. Yes, here I can write employee ID. Here I can write sysout. I can write a employee name. Okay, then I can write here sysout. Okay, I can write a salary. So I am not going to write, I'm not going to write inside this one. I'm not going to write this one. So I will remove this. All the things I am not necessary now. Okay, I will what write? I will write emp1 dot, emp1 dot, which one? Set data. And in that set data, I will write 101. I'm going to write RAM. Okay, I'm going to write a 60. And then after that, 101 RAM 60. And then I will write a display. Only this one. You can see. Okay, public. Okay, employee 1, new employee, like this one. And now you can observe. I'm going to run this one. Rerun. Okay, I'm just going to run this one as a Java application, and you can observe, proceed with the errors. Okay, even though there are the other errors, you can see the output here. It is saying inside the display 101 RAM display, 101 RAM and a 60. That means what? Even though my private members are there, I can access that inside my display method. I can access that inside my set data methods. Okay, so hope you understood why I'm going to declare my member as a private, data member as a private, and methods are a public. So I am accessing that one. I am accessing that one through the methods. So what is happening here? How execution will be get start here? When I run this program, execution will start from here. So at the line number 6, I am going to create the object of employee. So you know that it will allocate the memory. It will allocate the memory inside the RAM. Okay, it will allocate the memory inside the RAM. Okay, like this one. Okay, it will allocate the memory inside the RAM like this one. Okay, like employee ID, employee name, and a salary. This box will be get created, and EMP1 is pointing to this one. Forget about EMP2 and 3. Okay, only remember this. EMP1, employee ID, employee name, and salary, and data is not there. It is happen. Then as soon as I'm writing emp1 dot set data in bracket 101 ram60, what is this one? This is method calling. You know that this is method calling. So as soon as I write this one, it will invoke the set data method of this. 101 will come into the employee ID 1. Ram will come into the employee name 1. 60 will comes into the employee salary 1. And then that I am just transferring to this one, employee ID. This employee ID is nothing but this one, which I have used. This employee ID is nothing but I'm using here. This employee name is nothing but this one, and salary is nothing but this one. So through that one I did. Okay, as execution is done, it will come back to the test employee. There I have written emp1.display. Now when I am calling the emp1.display, again it comes over here and it will try to display. Okay, and there it will display. Okay, employee ID 101, employee name Ram, and the salary is 60. So this is understanding, actually it is important. So these members, these are the class variables. Sometimes we call it as instance variable. Instance variable I can use inside the all methods. You can see in the display too I am using, as well as inside the set data too I am using. And through that one I am accessing from the outside. I am accessing from outside. So this is how the packages I'm going to use. This is how access modifiers I'm going to use. Okay, and then this is how I can use my private data members inside my methods of the same class. And through this I can access. Through this I can access. Yes, hope everyone understood what I'm trying to say. Hope everyone understood I'm trying to say. Yes, any question, any doubt here? Okay, Gaurav was saying, can we create a package inside what is inside another package? Package inside the package. Here already we have created, Gaurav. Com.icons is a package. Com.icons is a package. And there only we have created this. There only we have created com.icons.controller, com.icons.model. So here com.icons is a base package. Com.icons is a base package, and in that we have the sub packages like com.icons.controller, com.icons.model, com.icons.repository. These are the sub packages. So yes, it is a nesting. It is a nesting. So com.icons is a base package because it is common to all. It is common to all. And then we have specific controller package, model package, repository package, service package, test package, and so on. Yes. Hope everyone understood. Yes, great, Farendra. Thank you. Okay, what about others? What about others? Good, good, super, 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 super. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, because see, this understanding is very much important. If you are not able to understand these basics, then you cannot go to the programming world. Okay, how many of you wants to get place into the multinational companies? How many of you wants to get place into the multinational companies? Yes, if you want, just put a me message here in the chat. How many of you wants to get place into the multinational companies? Yes, I can see the messages like yes, Raj, Swati, Sakshi, yes, Twinkle, Siddesh, Onkar, Rohit, Diksha, Gaurav, Priyanka, yes, Farendra, Gaurav. Yes, I can see the many's. I can see the many. Okay, see, remember, if you want to get succeed, if you want to get place into the corporate, if you want to get place into the multinational companies, okay, you should have the skill. You should have the skill of a development. You should have the skill of a testing. That means what? You should have the skill of a programming. And believe me, no one come with a, no one come with a that skill from the mother's womb. That skill anybody can learn. That skill anybody can learn. Just you should have the proper mentor. You should have the proper guide. You should have the proper teacher. If you learn all these things from the proper mentor, proper guide, proper teacher, then definitely no one can stop you to get place into the multinational companies. And believe me, that is very great feeling when you got place, if you get a job. Because we are all here doing the same. Why we are here? To learn more and then get place into the corporate. Earn money so that you can fulfill your parents' dream. So that you can fulfill your dreams. So that you can do anything you want. That is the reason, yes or no? So if you want to follow this path, okay, you want to follow this path, you have to select the mentor. You have to select the mentor and you have to learn from them. Second, you have to work hard. You have to work hard. You have to concentrate on your skill building basically. You have to concentrate on your skill building. If you are concentrating on the skill building, definitely, no one can stop you to get place into the multinational companies. And I said, what are the important skills? So very first skill is what? The programming. You need the programming. Even though you have to go to the testing field, even though you have to go to the programming development, you want to go to the any other field of the program or of the software development, you should have the programming skill. And programming skill is a learnable. You can learn that. Don't matter you are at the what stage basically right now, but you can improve yourself by working hard, by taking the guidance from the someone who is specialist for that. Yes, okay. So this is basically very much important to skill build, and no doubt other skills also there. You should able to create your own project. That is again the important. You should have your logic building skill. That is again the important. And then little communication skill. Okay, in the next session, I will tell you the story about me. Definitely, I know you will get inspired from that. From where I came here and work for the Cognizant, Accenture, Atos, Bajaj, Capgemini, Sybase, Sintel, many more. I have taught the many students. I have changed the life of many. You will understand that. So what was my background? And now, see, I know the C programming. You can ask me any question about the C programming, C++ programming, Java programming, even the Java full stack. Okay, I know the Python. I know the, we can say the front end, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, jQuery, Bootstrap, and Angular with a React. I'm very comfortable with the databases, MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL. These are the relational databases, and the non-relational databases like the MongoDB or the Redis. So entire thing which is needed into the software development, I'm very much comfortable. Yes. So as we go ahead, I am going to tell you that how you can achieve that one. How I have transformed myself, and I'm here in front of you. Okay. So get ready for the next session. Again, we are going to see the very important topic from the Java programming, as well as I'm going to talk about this one, but in the next upcoming sessions. So be here Okay, make the learning attitude. Okay, respect the things whatever I'm talking here with you, because these are not for me. These are only to you guys. These are only to shape up your life. These are only for you to shape up your career. These are only for you to complete your dreams, to be get succeed in your life. Yes, yes, yes. So if you like this today's session, okay, just put a great message here in the chat. If you like this today's session, you can just put a great message here in the chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And one more request, one more request. You guys are getting a feedback links basically. So if you are getting the feedback links, you can just go there and try to fill the feedbacks. I want to hear from you. I want the descriptive lines about the sessions. Okay, see, this is the complete free session. I'm giving my time. I'm giving my energy. I'm motivating you. I want to transform your life. So just little expectation that whatever you are feeling, if you are feeling good, great, better, whatever, just type the message, 3, 4, 5 lines. Okay, you can send me a personal. You have the number, or you can put into the okay group, so that others can inspire and they will get ready to learn from Niteen sir. Yes, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your responses. And Farendra saying good learning from the Niteen sir. Yes, thank you so much. So please create the proper messages and just try to put it into the WhatsApp. Okay, I will give that messages place on our website. Okay, Niteen sir, Ghodke, Niteen in. You know, the other student already have given the messages. So you can put whatever your feelings. If you are feeling good, you can put. If you are feeling anything bad, even you can put their message. Your feedbacks are always welcome. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, your responses. Okay, so that's it from my end for the day. Okay, I'm stopping here for the day. If you have any question, any doubt, you can put here in the chat. Okay, or you can ask. I'm here for the next 2 minutes. Thanks a lot.